We are familiar with the gregarious alphas, followers or betas, and the more reserved omegas. But what if I told you there's a fourth category, a wild card if you will, that doesn't crave the limelight but possesses a magnetic charm that's hard to ignore? In this engrossing investigation, we uncover the attractive habits that leave women yearning for the attention of Sigma males. These are not just traits. They're the embodiment of a lifestyle that commands respect and admiration in the conventional social structure. Male Sigmas are the outcasts, the reclusive wanderers who defy social norms, and they are the ones that disrupt this social order. Their distinct blend of traits sets Sigma males apart. They are introspective, self-reliant, and content with solitude. Rather than competing for status, they carve their own path and are unaffected by conventional measures of success. They are not the life of the party like alphas and do not seek validation from others. But their self-sufficiency and independence radiate an allure that is hard to resist. Despite their low-key attitude to life, their mysterious demeanor produces an aura of mystery around them, arousing interest and drawing individuals who seek depth and substance above surface attractiveness. The serene confidence, intellectual competence, and flexibility of Sigma guys make them intriguingly beautiful. Their independence and self-assuredness may be immensely appealing, and they're not influenced by trends or social pressure. Although Sigma males don't always fit the mold, their quiet, unassuming demeanor is what makes them so endearing to people who value authenticity over showmanship. Their allure comes from being true to themselves, unapologetically self-reliant, and authentic in the world of social dynamics. There's something special and alluring about Sigma men. Let's discover the mysteries underlying their attraction. Sigma guys. Since the unconventional attraction don't follow social conventions, that's precisely what makes them attractive. But first, let's imagine this as a universe of male alphas and betas, where the alpha leads, the beta follows, and everyone has a role to perform. Now, image a lone person emerging from the crowd and forging his own route. This, my readers, is the Sigma man, a guy who not only defies the stereotype, but also refuses to accept that it even exists. The first endearing trait of Sigma men that we'll explore is their nonconformity. These men are not rebels without a cause, rather, they choose their own cause. They don't have to conform to social norms or fit into a pre-existing hierarchy. Instead, they forge their own route. It's this independence that makes them so fascinating. Sigma men are self-sufficient. They don't require approval or validation from others. Instead, they are secure in their skills and satisfied with the decisions they've made in life. They don't have to be the loudest or most domineering person in the room to be heard or appreciated. Their peaceful assurance says volumes, and others are drawn to them because of this confidence. The true significance of freedom and autonomy for Sigma guys lies in their actual appreciation of being distinct. Their genuineness makes them appealing, but it's not only about their attractiveness. They don't compromise their values or views in order to fit in. They also resist being influenced by social pressures or the newest fads. In a society full of preconceptions and expectations, the nonconformity of Sigma men challenges conventional notions of masculinity and social roles. This is a welcome change of pace. In addition to making Sigma men appealing, this status quo defiance encourages others to think critically, pursue new ideas, and even dare to be unique. Herein is the unique appeal of the Sigma male. Their independent attitude that defies the current quo and draws people in, making them irresistibly alluring. Fasten your seatbelts as we go deeper into the mysterious realm of Sigma men in our upcoming scene. Additionally, the second attractive trait of Sigma men is their silent confidence. This type of confidence is different from the boisterous, bold, and confident type that we often see. Rather, it is a quiet, understated assurance that comes from within and doesn't require validation from the outside world. There is nothing more attractive than a man who exudes confidence without saying a word. Welcome to the world of Sigma men. Imagine a man who enters a room and demands attention without uttering a word. He doesn't have to be the loudest or the most flashy. He only needs to be the most ladies and gentlemen. This calm confidence comes from a profound awareness of oneself. Sigma males are aware of their strengths and shortcomings. His confident assurance comes from his self-assurance and belief that he is a Sigma male. These self-awareness and lack of fear of being themselves or trying to be someone. They're not breed an attractive and inspiring confidence in the abilities of Sigma males. They also have an unwavering belief in their own abilities, which they trust to handle whatever comes their way. This belief is not unfounded or blind, but rather based on their past experiences and their capacity to learn from them. Failure and setbacks don't weaken this type of confidence. On the contrary, they build it. Furthermore, Sigma guys don't feel the need to prove themselves to others. Instead, they don't look for affirmation or acceptance from others. Instead, their confidence comes from inside. They don't require validation from others to feel confident in their own value. This quiet assurance is very freeing in addition to being lovely. Sigma men's quiet confidence makes them stand out without even trying. It's not about grabbing attention but rather about being at ease with who they are. It's about understanding their place on earth and not requiring confirmation from others. Did you know that the silent confidence of Sigma men is a magnet that draws others towards them? This sort of confidence is not simply attractive, it's magnetic. We already know that Sigma men are frequently intellectual powerhouses. But how does this contribute to their appeal? Let's look more closely at this intriguing characteristic. Imagine having a conversation with a Sigma male. It's not just small talk or trivial gossip. Rather, it's a stimulating, thought-provoking exchange of ideas and perspectives. They're well-read, well-informed, and have a knack for seeing things from a unique vantage point. This intellectual prowess makes them a magnet for those who crave meaningful, deep conversations. Unlike their alpha and beta counterparts, Sigma males are not just about brawn and social dominance. Rather, they carry with them an intellectual depth that is as intriguing as it is appealing. In addition to being book-smart, Sigma guys are also street-smart. They are observant, analytical, and aware of their surroundings, which makes them extraordinarily resourceful and adaptive. They possess a rare and attractive combination of bookish knowledge and practical wisdom. In addition, they have a voracious appetite for knowledge and are always looking to broaden their horizons, learn new skills, and comprehend complex concepts. They aren't afraid to question authority figures or venture outside of their comfort zones, which not only makes them knowledgeable but also open-minded and flexible. Qualities that are highly valued in today's constantly changing world. The next time you encounter a Sigma male, don't just judge him by his quiet demeanor or his aloofness. Instead, delve a little deeper and you'll find an intellectual powerhouse, a man who can challenge your ideas, broaden your perspectives, and captivate your mind. Sigma males' intellect is not just attractive, it's downright mesmerizing. Their emotional intelligence also translates into their profound understanding of themselves and others. The mysterious atmosphere of Sigma males. Have you ever been drawn to someone? Because you couldn't quite figure them out? Welcome to the realm of enigma, which is the Sigma man. This is the fourth alluring trait that draws people to them. Their enigmatic character is like a riddle that begs to be answered or a conundrum that begs to be solved. And let's be honest, who doesn't enjoy a good mystery? Imagine entering a room and seeing someone who is not the life of the party but is instead observing the crowd with a detached air. That person is intriguing. That person is a Sigma male for you. They have an alluring air of mystery that is both captivating and intriguing. Instead of being a facade or a planned attempt to attract attention, aura is a result of their introverted personality and distinct outlook on life. Their genuineness is what makes them so captivating. They don't strive to be mysterious. They just are. Every interaction with a Sigma male feels like a layer being peeled back, revealing a little more of the puzzle that is their personality. They don't feel the need to share every detail of their lives. Instead, they value their privacy and are content with silence. Their independence is another source of this mysterious aura. Individualism and self-reliance contribute to the allure of Sigma guys, who follow their own path without regard for conventional norms or expectations. This makes them stand out from the crowd, much like a book with an alluring cover that promises a thrilling adventure within. Their enigma's charm is found in its unpredictable nature. You can never be sure what a Sigma guy is thinking or what they will do next because they are unpredictable. This keeps people on the edge of their seats and piques their interest, which keeps them coming back for more. The mysterious air that surrounds Sigma guys leaves people wondering and wanting more. This aura isn't a game, but rather a representation of their individuality and uniqueness, which is what makes Sigma males so alluring. When examining the fifth alluring characteristic of Sigma guys, it becomes clear why this lonely attitude is so alluring. Sigma males are sometimes compared to lone wolves. We examine their lonely disposition. Instead of becoming a loner or shying away from social engagement out of fear, Sigma males, like lone wolves, are fully capable of belonging to the pack. They just choose not to. Because they prefer their own company, their own rhythm, and their own set of rules. The opposite of loneliness, solitude is a sign of strength for Sigma males who are self-sufficient, independent, and at ease in their own skin. They find peace in solitude and thrive there. Their self-satisfaction and efficient self-management are highly appealing. However, it should be noted that being alone does not equate to loneliness. They are thoughtful and introspective, frequently becoming lost in their own thoughts and ideas. They have a vibrant inner world that keeps them interested. They embrace solitude because it helps them think, create, and grow. Yet, this does not imply that they avoid all social connections. They are alone because they choose to be, not because they are forced to be. Sigma men are not dependent on their ability to blend in or be charming. Rather, they define their value according to their own standards and ideals, rather than by the number of friends they have or how well liked they are. They are thoughtful and introspective, frequently becoming lost in their own thoughts and ideas. They have a vibrant inner world that keeps them interested. They embrace solitude because it helps them think, create, and grow. Yet, this does not imply that they avoid all social connections. They are alone because they choose to be, not because they are forced to be. Sigma men are not dependent on their ability to blend in or be charming. Rather, they define their value according to their own standards and ideals rather than by the number of friends they have or how well liked they are. What's the takeaway then? The capacity to be alone and the solitary lifestyle have a magnetic draw that emanates an aura of mystery and intrigue, making people wonder and want to learn more and come closer to solving the puzzle. The solitary character of Sigma men, their capacity for solitude without being lonely, their independence, and their self-reliance make them incredibly alluring. They are compelling, interesting, and hard to refuse. The fact that Sigma men are lone wolves attests to their power and independence, which makes them very appealing. Although Sigma guys are naturally adaptable, like the master of adaptability chameleons, how does this affect their attractiveness? Let's now discuss the sixth alluring trait of Sigma men, which is their extraordinary flexibility. Whether they are at a formal business conference or just hanging out at a coffee shop, they can change into any setting and fit in just fine. In this case, feeling at ease in one's own skin regardless of the situation is more important than being fake or donning a mask. Instead of being restricted by strict social norms or expectations, Sigma males fluidly navigate through life, adapting their sails to the winds of change. This can be incredibly appealing as it showcases their versatility and resilience. Imagine being at a fancy dinner party where everyone is trying to impress each other with their wit and status. Then there's a Sigma male who doesn't need to put on a show or try to outshine others. He just blends in, striking up meaningful conversations and effortlessly adjusting to the environment. His adaptability also extends to their personal relationships, where they can comprehend and cater to the emotional needs of their significant others, making them an ideal partner for those who value emotional intelligence and understanding. They can be a comforting presence when life becomes too much to handle, a shoulder to cry on in difficult times, and a cheerleader during victories. However, this doesn't mean they compromise their principles or values. Rather, they stay true to themselves while being flexible enough to accommodate others. To put it succinctly, their unique balance draws those who value sincerity to them. The trait of adaptability in Sigma males contributes to their charm and allure less than losing their identity or trying to please everyone. Rather, it's about recognizing the subtleties of various situations and making appropriate adjustments while staying true to themselves. The minimalist lifestyle is better suited for Sigma men, but how does it make them more appealing in a society where acquiring money and material belongings is frequently seen as a sign of success? Sigma men are distinctive because they live a simple lifestyle and prioritize experiences above material belongings, defying social norms. This does not suggest that they lack appreciation for life's finer things. Rather, it means that they don't let material belongings determine their satisfaction or worth. Sigma men recognize that meaningful connections, intellectual pursuits, and personal development are more important than material possessions. They place a higher value on quality than quantity, preferring to spend their money on a select few high-quality goods rather than accumulating a variety of lower-quality goods. Their preference for quality and simplicity permeates every aspect of their lives, from their home decor to their wardrobe, which together create an uncluttered, peaceful atmosphere. Their minimalist lifestyle also demonstrates their independence and self-sufficiency. Their inner confidence is immensely appealing as it shows a level of maturity and self-awareness that's rare to find. And they don't rely on material possessions to feel fulfilled or to impress others. Instead, their confidence comes from within rather than from the external validation that comes with flaunting wealth or status symbols. Because they live their lives on their terms and are unaffected by trends or social pressures. Sigma men stand out from the crowd and are intriguing and attractive. In addition, their minimalistic lifestyle enables them to lead a more mindful and sustainable life.